Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thursday, July 30th here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. I am your man, Nick Frazier, the pregame playlist, man. Welcome. Good morning. Hopefully you all are having a great morning. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Shout out to you all. We appreciate y'all so much, man. We are almost at the weekend. As y'all know, for me, man, the weekend starts on 12 noon Friday. So we are literally T-minus about 30 hours away from that or something like that. But we are here to get your morning started, to get your morning going, talk some sports, talk some culture, listen to some good music. We appreciate y'all rocking with me today. It is the man himself from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. It is Bubba. What's up, Bubba? How you feeling, man? Good morning to you, man. Dang, I think we lost Bubba. You know, last night we had some problems. I think he said something about his router. Well, maybe he'll pop in. There you go. Right. What's up, Bubba? Good morning. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. How are you?
Man, I can't complain. You know, I can't call it because if I call it, I might spoil it, you know? But ladies and gentlemen, man, appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Timothy Tucker. What's up, my guy? I hope you feeling good, man. Appreciate you so much for rocking with us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. As always, man, thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us, man. Last night I didn't sleep well last night, Bubba. Didn't sleep well. What about you?
Man, I slept great.
I didn't, bro. I didn't. I hurt my back. Last week, and right now, it's hard to bend over, like to pick up stuff off the ground and stuff. Like it's really hard. And last night with the way I slept, man, I think I hurt my back even more. But I don't know if that's a sign of getting old or just incident that just kind of just went the wrong way. But I don't know. But we here though. We here, you know, and we're gonna have a great time this morning. We're gonna have a great talk as always, man. I think we have great talk. You never know what can happen in this moment. You never know what's expected because the conversation can go anywhere. You know, could literally go anywhere. These conversations can. So we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us as always, man. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Today's show, a little discombobulated this morning. Today's show, what are we talking about on today's show? Today we're talking about Kawhi Leonard. Now, I don't know if y'all remember a couple of weeks ago, it was reported that Kawhi Leonard was going to be traded to the Toronto Raptors. And with that happening, just a little old DZ Thomas. What's up, DZ Thomas? I don't know if DZ Thomas is a real person or if this is Tim Tucker with another alias. Just curious to know.
He got like 20 of them.
He probably do. I think he probably has like 20 of them. But shout out to DZ Thomas. But yeah, no, we're talking about Kawhi Leonard, man. I know a couple of weeks ago it was reported that he was going to be traded from the Clippers to the Raptors. Well, guess what? Oh, he said who? So it might not be. You know what? I still don't know, Bubba. I'm gonna be honest with you. I still don't know.
Manipulative.
This is good. This is good. Shout out to DZ Thomas. Shout out to DZ Thomas. You could be a real person, or you could be Tim Tucker. This is good. I'm just saying, this is really good. But the trade for Kawhi has not been finalized yet. And apparently it won't be finalized until next year. So Kawhi might still be in the Clippers uniform at the beginning of the season. Just saying. Potentially still in the Clippers uniform at the beginning of the season. But I also want to talk about how this changes the Eastern Conference, how this potentially changes the Eastern Conference, and how you potentially look at what the Eastern Conference potentially could be. You know, LeBron is in Philadelphia, and Giannis is in Miami. You still got the Knicks, you still got the Celtics, you still have the Pistons, you still have the Cavs. You see what the Washington Wizards are doing. But now there is adding Kawhi to that Eastern Conference with the Raptors. You could potentially say that the Raptors could have been a contender, So it is what it is. So ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate it so much. We're gonna talk about that. And then in the second hour of the show, we're going to, as always, give a flag on the play. We're always going to have a good time with that. And we're gonna talk Indiana and Curt Cignetti. You taking Indiana and Curt Cignetti, or are you taking the field? We're gonna have that discussion as well. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. 6 minutes after the hour, we're gonna slide into this break right here. And when we come back, we're gonna get into the pregame post, the headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports. Good morning to you. Let's go.
There's a sunset dripping off a dirt road sky, and got your hand in mine riding passenger side. Radio low, got a slow song playing, but the way you look at me got my whole world swaying. Got the small town buzz in the air tonight, tail lights fade, yeah, we disappear tonight. Ain't in a rush, let the moment breathe. You ain't gotta say it, girl, I feel what you mean. Yeah, take our time. Slide on in, leave the words outside. That old screen door creak, don't lie. Don't lie. It's you, me, and whiskey, sitting right where the night gets risky. Just a little sip, little lean, little kiss. Don't get better than this. Yeah, you, me, and whiskey. Let the world keep spinning, we're missing it. One more pour, let the lights go dim. Girl, it all starts here with you, me, and whiskey. Yeah, right here, just us. Yeah. You kick off your boots by the old wood floor. Hair falls down like I ain't seen before. Got that record spinning, something slow and sweet. You move a little closer, now we off that beat. There's a tension in the air I can't ignore, like a storm rolling in, but I ain't running for. Every second got me leaning your way, like the bottle on the table saying don't wait. Come on, right now. Slide on in, leave the worries outside. That old screen door creak, don't lie. Don't lie. It's you, me, and whiskey, sitting right where the night gets risky. Just a little sip, little lean, little kiss. Don't get better than this. Yeah, you, me, and whiskey. Let the world keep spinning, we're missing it. One more pour, let the lights go dim. Girl, it all starts here with you, me, and whiskey. We don't gotta rush what's coming next. Just let this moment catch its breath. That clock on the wall can take its time. Ain't nothing out there but you and I. Yeah. Talk slick or talk facts. I do both. New York, from the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. Had to hustle, no sleep, chasing destiny. Now they watching every move like a referee. From the Bronx to the bridge, yeah, we all relate. Same hunger, same struggle, just a different state. If you made it out the mud, let them feel your weight. It's that New York sound, let it resonate. Look, I turned pain into product, now it's profit talk. Flip. They was sleeping on a kid, now they pillow talk. Had to dream in the dark just to see the light. Now I'm shining on them heavy, that's a different price. I don't chase it, I attract it, that's a boss approach. Built the wave, now they surfing what I used to coat. If the shoe fit, wear it, I design the soul. Double meaning when I step, I control the road. I was broke, now I'm breaking down residuals. Facts, same hunger, just degraded all the visuals. They want favors, I just favor who was there from start. Cause the fake love disappeared when it's getting dark. I made losses look strategic. strategic, that's a mastermind. If it cost me peace of mind, I just passed the line. Now I'm betting on myself, I don't gamble odds. I just play the game different, I don't follow odds. From the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. Had to hustle, no sleep, chasing destiny. Now they watching every move like a referee. I've been nice with the pen, that's a write-off. Every bar got weight, I don't slight y'all. Nah. If they sleeping on the floor, it's a nightfall. Nah. Now I'm waking up the game, that's a light call. I don't talk about the moves, I just move better. Facts. They be looking for the sauce, I improve pressure. Turn a small win to a run, that's a long play. I don't rush into the moment, I just let it stay. If it's levels to the game, I'm a staircase. Yeah. Every step calculated, that's a rare pace. They want quick fame, I just want legacy. So I built it brick by brick like it's masonry. Brooklyn grind with that Queens type patience, Bronx energy when I'm facing confrontation. I don't fold under pressure, I apply it back. Turn a loss into a lesson and I double that. We don't fold, we just pivot, that's a power move. Had to learn every loss just to gain a proof. Now the pressure feel light cause I carry weight. New York state of mind, I don't hesitate. From the concrete I rose with the pain in me. City lights, but it's dark where the game be. Had to hustle, no sleep, chasing destiny. Now they watching every move like a referee. From the Bronx to the bridge, yeah, we all relate. Same hunger, same struggle, just a different state. If you made it out the mud, let them feel your weight.
Press play. We're on the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Water cooler. Talk Sports Network.
Yo, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. It is the pregame post coming up right now.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yeah, man. The pregame post hopping right now, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. Go ahead and get these headlines in. Headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture. Let's start in the WNBA. Last night, only 2 games in the WNBA last night, man. The Atlanta Dream beat the Dallas Wings by 1, 82-81. Angel Reese had 22 points and 12 rebounds. Double machine. It's what he is. It's what she is. Excuse me. And Alicia Gray, 25 points for the Dream as well. Off the bench, they had more help off the bench than they did from the starting lineup. Brianna Jones had 11 points and 7 rebounds. And Isabel Borales, hope I'm saying that last name correctly. She had 10 points off the bench as well, man. For the Wings, Arika Ogunbowale had 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. AZ Fudd, 20 big points, not enough to help them get past the Atlanta Dream, man. Paige Beggars had 16 points and 6 assists in this game. So shout out to the Dream for getting a win, man, and improved their record to 17-10 in the standings, and we'll see exactly what happens there, man. Also last night, the Valkyrie get beat by the Mercury, man. The Phoenix Mercury end up beating the Valkyrie last night. Looking at what happened in this game, excuse me, I'm sorry, man. Jesus Christ, Veronica Burton had 15 points in this game. Kalia Charles had a big double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds in this game as well for the Valkyrie, even though it was in a losing effort, man. Kalia Copper, man, had 27 points in this game for the Mercury. Alyssa Thomas had 25 points and 9 rebounds in this game. And DeWanna Bonner, Auburn great, DeWanna Bonner, double-double in this game, 17 points, 10 rebounds in this game. That improves the Mercury's record to 11-18, still at the bottom of the conference, but the Golden State Valkyries are 19-9 right now. So they're still in that playoff position. I believe they're still third in the standings right now. So, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the WNBA, man. I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all have not already, man, go check out the W. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed, man. Go check them out because it's great basketball being played over there in the W, man. It seems as if this Aaron Donald coming back might have some legs for real, because now the head coach of the Rams, Sean McVay, has weighed in. He's saying that he's basically saying the exact same thing that was said about the regimented process, the very strict regimented process that Aaron Donald is in right now. And he's very excited by the process of potentially him coming back. He basically said this is Donald's decision. He's earned it, has the right to do it on his own terms. And a lot of people are excited about potentially seeing Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett on the same defensive line. Bubba, or do you want to see it? Is it a cheat code?
Yeah, I absolutely want to see it. Seeing one of the greatest defensive linemen in NFL history playing again would be amazing.
It's a cheat code, Bubba. That's what it is. It's a cheat code. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. But I do want to see it, though. I'm just saying, I do want to see that too. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want to see them play together too, man. Because woo, boy, that's dominance right there. That's what that would be. Let's keep this thing moving along, man. Jeremiah Smith has confirmed that this upcoming season of football will be his last. He confirmed that at Big Ten Media Days. But he also said he's definitely chasing both the Heisman Trophy and the Biletnikoff Award in conjunction with the second national championship. So he has put out there his intentions that, look, I want to win the Biletnikoff for best receiver. I want to win the Heisman Trophy for best player. And I want to win the national championship this upcoming season to be the best team at the end of the year. So he's definitely letting it be known. He's entering his junior year. He already has in his career through the first 2 years, 163 catches, 2,558 plus yards in 2 seasons. And of course, he won a national championship in 2024. But he's never been a Heisman finalist. And he wasn't. I don't know if he was a finalist for the Biletnikoff Award either. Do you know that, Bubba?
I don't think he was.
I don't think he was either. But there's a thing that there's only been 2 non-quarterbacks to have won the Heisman since 2015. Well, of course, you know, Derrick Henry won it in 2015, but since then, Devontae Smith won it in 2020, and then of course Travis Hunter won it in 2024. What odds do you, Bubba, give Jeremiah Smith to win the Heisman Trophy this upcoming season?
Well, it's difficult to win it as a receiver. Like D.D. Westbrook had one of the best seasons in college football history and didn't win it. Because a lot of it's about the quarterback. It's usually a quarterback award.
So here's the thing. So are you telling us, like, even if Julian Sand comes out here and balls out, he's probably gonna get the nod at that position. For the award, because he was the one throwing the football to Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though, Jeremiah. Okay, let me ask you this. If Jeremiah Smith is not on that team with Julian Sand on the team, is that offense? Are you scared of that offense? If you were a defensive coordinator, would you be scared of that offense with just Julian Sand at quarterback and no Jeremiah?
Yeah, but even if we said no, it doesn't matter, because like Baker Mayfield got it the year that D.D. Westbrook went crazy. It's a quarterback running back award typically.
I get what you're saying. I get your point. But at some point in time, there's just certain people that you just look at and just be like, yo, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work without him being on the field. But I understand exactly what you're saying there. So it is what it is. This is an updating story. As you all know, it was reported earlier this week that Mia Bieniemy, the wife of Chiefs offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, was shot in the chest and in the arm, allegedly by their son. They are reporting. Andy Reid told reporters this morning at training camp, not this morning, but yesterday morning at training camp on Wednesday, that Eric Bieniemy's wife, Mia Bieniemy, is out of the ICU right now, and she's doing great after being shot multiple times in the couple's home in Ashburn, Virginia. Police say the couple's 27-year-old son, Elijah Bieniemy, was arrested and charged with malicious wounding, use of a firearm in the commission of a felony, and discharge of a firearm inside of a dwelling. He's being held without bail. Reed framed it exactly like this. This is a quote. He said, "She's doing better. and great from where she was. Out of the ICU unit and making progress. So being out of the ICU unit is good news. It's very, very good news. But football wise, Eric Bieniemy will be away from the team for a period of time. And I don't know if there's a timetable for his return because of course this is his wife. So we'll see exactly how that affects the offense and the team moving forward, especially with him being back, coming back to Kansas City. So all prayers to the Bieniemy family, and hopefully that situation gets resolved and she has a speedy recovery. Nico Iamaleava is staying at UCLA, even with Bob Chesney being named the new head coach. Bob Chesney come over from JMU at Big Ten Media Days. Nico Iamaleava said it's his decision to stay with the Bruins for the 2026 rather than re-enter the portal for a second straight offseason was made easy by head coach Bob Chesney as well. So, this is his quote. His quote was, "The transfer portal was never what I wanted to be. It was never where I wanted to be." He said, he said Chesney brought 5 coaches and 10 players from JMU, but intentionally prioritized quarterback continuity, having him already present. He finally had a chance to let his guard down, according to Nico Iamaleava. This will be Iamaleava's third coach at UCLA in roughly a calendar year. So, he had Foster, then he had Tom Skipper, when he had Tom Skipper towards the end of the season last year, he started to look like what a lot of people expected him to look like. And then, of course, they hired Bob Chesney, the JMU head coach, that went to the college football playoffs last year with JMU as well. So he's now the head coach there. So do you see this being a positive for Nico, Bubba? Like, is there something could we see Nico get comfortable in this offense and be able to thrive like a lot of people expect him to? Because to be completely honest with you, the year, even though it was a tumultuous year and it was his first time starting at Tennessee, the team did go to the college football playoffs. Last year, it was just a tumultuous season for him at UCLA. Wasn't any kind of clear set foundation for him. But now they got the new head coach, and apparently the new head coach is saying that. Nico's saying that he is happy and it was an easy decision to stay. So curious to know if do you see any changes from Nico Iamaleava this upcoming season?
Well, it just depends on if their transfers hit, because they replaced 4 offensive linemen, and they brought in a couple talented receivers from lower levels. Landon Ellis and Leland Smith are both guys that made impacts at the G5 level. They brought in an interesting running back transfer with the Knight kid, and then he fits Dean Kennedy's offense really well because Nico is at his best playing in an RPO-heavy offense. And if you allow him to do that, he's a much better runner than people give him credit for. People viewed him as this pure drop-back passer coming out of high school. And since he's gotten to college, that just hasn't really been him. So as long as they keep him to where he's having to make the least amount of decisions as possible, I think he'll have a bounce back year.
So I like that, man. We're going to end off this first hour of the pregame playlist with this right here on some financial news. The Federal Reserve met, and they are going to hold interest rate steady for a 5th consecutive meeting. The Federal Reserve voted 9-3 Wednesday to hold the federal funds rate at 3.5% to 3.75% for a 5th straight meeting, the second meeting under new Fed Chair Kevin Walsh. 3 regional presidents from Cleveland, Minneapolis, and from Dallas dissented in the favor of a rate hike. The most dissents in that direction since September of 2016. The Fed cited inflation is still elevated, above 2%, above the 2% target, partly tied to things that are happening in the Middle East with Iran and the Strait of Hormuz and things, stuff like that. So as of right now, you don't have to worry about interest rates moving up or going down. It's just going to stay steady right now in a range, and it should hopefully they can kind of stabilize some things so people won't have problems with other things that are attached to anything else going on. So just to stay in the news, stay in the updates about what it is that's happening, man, and we want you all to know what it is that we potentially could be dealing with when it comes to the financial times that's happening right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the pregame post here in the first hour of the pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about this Kawhi situation, man. It's a weird situation. his Kawhi situation is. I don't think I've ever heard anything like this where a trade where you've heard where trades have been on hold, but it potentially on hold for potentially a calendar year or at least the next 6 months going into the next year. I don't know, man. So we're gonna talk about this at length and see how this affects the Eastern Conference moving forward. So we're gonna talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist right here, 25 minutes after the hour, here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. The pregame playlist, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and come over here and rock with us here on the pregame playlist. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. You feel that? That ain't no pressure. That's me. Walking, whole room shift when I glide through. Lights flash, they freeze when I come into view. No rush, I take my time, let it build slow. Heartbeat sync when I step on the floor. All eyes like, yeah, I know what it is. No cap, I've been that girl ever since. Don't chase, I attract, that's the difference. You feel it heavy every time I get close. Temperature rising, no way to ignore it. Hands on me, but you can't control it. Say you ready, better show it. If you want it, come and prove. I apply pressure when I step in the room. Whole vibe change, yeah, the energy boom. You can't fake this, baby, I'm the truth. When I move like that, what you gon' do? I apply pressure, pressure, pressure. Yeah, I make it hot, no effort. Say you want more, come get it. But can you handle this pressure? Pressure, yeah. I don't feel it, I apply it. Pressure, yeah. When I walk in, can't deny it. Late night, city lights got me glowing. Bass hit, feel it deep when I'm rolling. You talk big, but I need you to show me. Can you keep up when the moment gets heavy? No breaks, I'm away, better ride it. Too real, can't nobody divide it. You say you want this energy, then step in line and match my time. Temperature rising, no way to ignore it. Hands on me, but you can't control it. Say you ready, better show it. If you want it, come and prove. I apply pressure when I step in the room. Whole vibe change, at the energy boom. You can't fake this, baby, I'm the truth. When I move like that, what you gon' do? I apply pressure, pressure, pressure. Yeah, I make it hot, no effort. Say you want more, come get it. But can you handle this pressure? Slow it down, breathe me in. Feel the weight under your skin. No escape, let it begin.
Sports fans, let me ask you something. How much time do you spend online every day? Whether you're streaming a big game, traveling to an away game, or simply browsing online, your privacy matters. Think about it. Every day we're checking scores, watching highlights, buying tickets, managing fantasy teams, shopping online, and connecting with friends and family. That's why I recommend NORDVPN. NORDVPN protects your connection with advanced encryption, helps block malware and online threats with next-gen antivirus, and keeps your personal information secure across all your devices, whether you're at home, traveling, or using public Wi-Fi. Right now, get 76% off plus 3 extra months with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit our link today and support Water Cooler Talk Sports while protecting what matters most. NORDVPN. Security. Privacy. Peace of mind.
Your mornings just changed. Turn up your speakers. The pregame playlist is on.
Sun shining on the avenue. It's one of them days. Let's ride. Summertime in the city. Window down, got the speakers loud. Whole city vibing when we come around. Hear my homeboys upset where y'all at. Meet me downtown where the action at. Fresh white tea and my favorite kicks. Everybody outside trying to catch a flick. Got a text from Shawty, says she's on the way. Now I know it's gonna be a good day. No stress, no worries tonight. Everything feeling right. Blue skies and neon lights. We alive, we alive. Summertime in the city. Everybody looking pretty. Hands up, rocking with me. Summertime in the city. Summertime. city. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Pulled up to the spot and she stepped outside, looking so good, got me losing my mind. Sundress blowing in the summer breeze. Girl got everybody staring, but she looking at me. Ice cream truck on the corner still. Kids running through the park on the hill. Music blasting from a rooftop party. Whole block moving like everybody family. No stress, no worries tonight. Everything feeling right. Blue skies and neon lights. We alive, we alive. Summertime in the city. Everybody looking pretty. Hands up, rocking with me. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Got my whole crew rolling with me. Girl, come get busy with me. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. Summertime in the city. From the sunrise to the moonlight, we're gonna keep this feeling all night. If tomorrow comes too quickly, let's make tonight a memory. Shout it. Good vibes. All night.
Press play. On the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Water cooler. Talk Sports Network.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. 32 minutes after the hour here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Good morning. It is July 30th on a Thursday, man. We are almost to the weekend. Got my guy Bubba with me from Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk. Bubba, how you feeling, man? You still here with us? You still here with us?
Yep.
There it is, man. Bubba, let's go ahead and get into this conversation, man. Where will Kawhi play this upcoming season? Or even will Kawhi play this season? You know, Kawhi's known to load manage. He's known to load manage. And he's known to do that if he I don't know if he can't get his way, or if it's more of the fact that he literally just looks at a situation and just be like, you know what, doesn't serve me. So I'm just gonna do what's best for me. As you all know, there was a trade that was agreed to send Kawhi Leonard from the Clippers to the Raptors. Brandon Ingram was included in that trade, as well as some other people, as well as some other guys as well. Brandon Ingram was going to be sent from the Raptors to the Clippers in exchange for Kawhi Leonard and some other, things that were going to come in that trade as well. A couple of weeks after the trade was announced, there was a report that came out and said that the trade was put on hold because of some potential irregularities. Jesus Christ, man! Wow. That were not right. And so another report has come out and said that this particular trade may not get resolved until 2027. Bubba, what's your thoughts on this, man? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Yeah, the NBA is in a bad situation with this because it's pretty obvious that there is salary cap circumvention on the Clippers side. The issue is there's no smoking gun, but the NBA can't just let it go because of the possibility of, okay, this now becomes a thing where teams are constantly just doing the same salary cap circumvention things that the Clippers did with the aspiration situation, right? So if the NBA comes down hard on Kawhi, with like a full year suspension, right? The reason why this trade might not get completed is because, number one, the Raptors wouldn't want to trade for a 36-year-old who's not going to play for a full season. But number two, the Kawhi Leonard's legal team will challenge that suspension, and so will the Clippers. And then when they do that, if there is no smoking gun that the Clippers had full knowledge of Kawhi signed this deal with aspiration and then did not complete it, and that this was somehow a deal between Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, and the aspiration company, then this whole situation falls apart, and then they end up with Kawhi ends up in Toronto. Whenever that situation completes, and then the NBA is left holding the bag, right?
Now, okay, so just so people can understand exactly what you're saying, basically, I'm gonna give you a full understanding of what it is. So basically, what they're saying is that Kawhi was given a contract, but maybe his value is worth more than what they potentially could pay him. And in the NBA, there are aprons. We talked about this, some when we were talking about LeBron James and the first and second apron and things, stuff like that. And if a team goes above that apron, certain things happen. The best way I can liken this situation is to like before NIL and college football, when there were rumors of teams allegedly paying players underneath the table to come to their universities and play. That's what this is similar to. So so let's say for instance, you have a guy that's getting a deal that's maybe $150 million. This is just a hypothetical. This is not real. This is just a hypothetical thing. You got a guy that's getting a $150 million contract, and that's all the team can get. But the team really wants this guy there. So maybe there is an entity that's connected to the team or close to the team. That entity could give that player, I don't know, say another $50 million, $75 million. And they will get paid that way. And technically it would reach the value up to what that player would want. This is nothing new. Actually, this is something that has happened all the time. I think if I'm not mistaken, Gilbert Arenas said something like this happened to him at one point in time. When he was in contract negotiations at one point in time, he said that, they didn't have the team that he was negotiating with didn't have enough money in the cap to pay him, but they was like, yeah, we'll do this, and this for you, and you'll get this, and that outside of the contract. So basically, the value of what you want, you'll still get it. So this is nothing new that you have seen happen in the NBA or professional sports. Just now that they decided they want to kind of, I don't know what's the word, enforce something about salary cap circumvention. I don't know, man. To me, it seems like the NBA is just trying to find a reason to not make this trade happen and put another superstar in the Eastern Conference. That's just me. That's how I look at it. And here's the reason why. I'm gonna give a reason. I'm gonna give two reasons why I feel like they don't want this trade to happen, right? The Eastern Conference, in my opinion, is better than the Western Conference right now, right? But you want your stars to be in the Western Conference. You want them to be in Los Angeles. You want them to be in Texas. You want them to be, on those teams, because for one, when games are played at night, and during the season, and you have those key matchups with those brands and stuff like that, you want people to watch those games that are coming on, especially on the East Coast. You want them to watch those games that are like, I don't know, they come on at like 8-9 o'clock at night on the East Coast, even though it's like 6 o'clock on the West Coast. On the West Coast. Like, you want people to watch those games. If you don't have star power on those teams, people will watch the first game, turn it off, and go to bed on the East Coast. That's exactly what they would do. So you lose half your viewership there. Secondly, I don't think they want all those superstars in the Eastern Conference, because let's just be completely honest with it. Let's just be real about it. A lot of your established superstars in the NBA are in the Eastern Conference right now. The biggest one still just went to the Sixers. Giannis Antetokounmpo is with the Miami Heat. Jalen Brunson, who's now become a star, and the Knicks just won a championship, they're in the East. Who else? Jaylen Brown is with the Sixers. Jason Tatum is with the Celtics. I think that the NBA is making this happen because they want to keep some stars in the Western Conference. Not saying that they don't have stars in the Western Conference, because you still have, Anthony Edwards that's in Minnesota. That's the Western Conference team. But they like that borderline Western Conference team because they could technically be in the East, but they play in the Western Conference. If you understand what I'm saying. That's the way I look at it. I think you can only show Wemby so much on television late at night that people gonna watch it. I think you can only show Steph. Like, the Warriors still have work to do on that roster and on that team in order for them to be a legitimate championship contender moving forward. Damian Lillard is apparently not gonna play this year. It's Ja Morant. It's Ja Morant's star power. Well, he has the star power. But is his image right now ready for Portland to be a team that they could potentially put on TV late at night that people's going to watch? I think Denver is good. I think you got Jokic. I think people want to watch Jokic and Jamal Murray together. I think that's something that you can do. But how many times can you put them on television and people are going to watch it? That's just how I look at it. So I think that a lot of your stars are in the Eastern Conference, and I think the NBA sees that and is like, yo, we need Kawhi to stay over here, and we need Kawhi to play a bunch of games. And we need that. So what's your thoughts on that, Bubba? Do you agree with that assessment, or do you think I'm just off base with that?
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it that way. It's an interesting thought. I don't know if the NBA is hitching their wagon to Kawhi, who just last year played 60 games for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has more to do with none of this would have happened if Pablo Torre didn't break this last year. Like, he broke the news. The NBA immediately had to launch an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
And now they come to the end of the investigation. They realize they have nothing to really enforce,
mm-hmm.
but they have to do something.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's become such a big storyline. So if they don't suspend him, it's a catch-22. If they don't suspend him, other NBA teams think it's okay to do this.
They've been doing it, though.
And then that's a bad look for the NBA.
But they've been doing it. That's the whole point. That's
the thing. It's like, it's the facade. It's the same thing that was in college football. That's why they had to punish programs. And if they don't punish him, then NBA fans are going to view this as like, okay, this is okay now.
But NBA fans didn't know this was happening, though, until, like you said, Pablo Torre. Shout out to Pablo Torre. I actually like Pablo Torre. I like him as a reporter. Until he broke the story, and that's when it became news to the fan base that this like something like this was happening. But I literally gave an example of Gilbert Arenas saying that this is something that happened to him when he was going through a contract negotiation with teams.
Yeah.
That
was after his career, and that was over a decade ago at that point.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But at that particular point in time, you got to understand David Stern was in charge of the NBA. So, and if you listen to people that know that were around David Stern at the time, David Stern was very stern. He ran a tight ship in the NBA.
Yep.
So it would be hard pressed for me not to believe that David Stern didn't know that this was happening in the league. And he probably looked at it and was like, you know what? This is something minor. I'm not going to worry about it. It is what it is. As long as we have a great product on the floor and people are watching, that's what I need. I need eyeballs on the TV screen and on the product, and things stuff like that. I think Adam Silver took that same approach. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Adam Silver didn't know like this was happening. I really believe when I take that into account, and when I look at it from that perspective, I look at it from the business aspect of the NBA and how you want them to have cross how the NBA wants to have like cross conference rivalries, and how they want to have and how they want the Western Conference to almost be dominant, and things and stuff like that. Like you want a California team to win, to be in contention for the NBA final. You want the Knicks to win the championship like they did this year. But you also wanted to be balanced as well. And right now, when you look at the NBA as a whole, and you look at where all of the stars are, all of them in the Eastern Conference. And so when you look at that from a scheduling perspective, it's going to be hard to put all of those stars on TV at the same time in primetime spots so people can watch them if they're all in the same conference. You know, that's the way my mind works when I see this. You know, like now, like what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play the Sixers and the Celtics together at one point in time, and then now you're gonna play the Knicks and the Cavaliers after that? Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, the West is still, the West still has a lot of stars. Like you have Luka, Steph, Vic, you have Jokic, Shea, and it's like this is just natural in the NBA, where sometimes the East is the powerhouse, sometimes the West is the powerhouse. And I see what you're saying as far as they don't want Kawhi going to Toronto. Because in terms of like national NBA fandom, the Raptors aren't a big market.
True.
But Kawhi in Toronto revitalizes Canada.
Exactly.
And they get that Canada viewership, right? Because Toronto is Canada's team.
Exactly. So that's just how I look at it from a business standpoint. You know, but yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah, you got Shea Gilgeous, you got Victor Wembanyama. I think
Luka
is there. You know, you got Luka in Los Angeles, so that is a draw. But how much can you continually put the Lakers in prime time and people are going to keep watching it if the Lakers are losing? You know, things stuff like that. Like how often can you continue doing that? I feel like the Eastern Conference has more what I would consider to be established stars. Like Victor Wembanyama is one of the stars that's still on the rise, even though Shea won a championship, still on the rise. You know, he's not like he's a household name, but he's not like Giannis. You know, he's not like Jason Tatum. He's not like LeBron James. You know, like if I were to say like if I were to ask people, like just a random fan, right? Because when like they're like, I think what we as fans, like we as people that watch sports, when we talk about teams or we talk about particular players in leagues and stuff like that, we'll be like, yeah, Shea is one of the stars of the league, right? Or yeah, you know, De'Aaron Fox, if he get in the right situation, he could be a star of the league. But I think the league looks at it as if this was just casual fans, because there are more casual sports fans than there are really diehard fans that actually look at stats.
And that's who they primarily market towards.
That's what I'm saying. So it's easier for the casual fan to be like I think the casual fan would know LeBron James or Giannis or Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Kawhi. They would know those names easier than they would know a Shea Gilgeous, you know, or they wouldn't know Victor Wembanyama just because like the height and the height, like how tall he is and things and stuff of that nature. They would know Luka, they know Steph, everybody knows that. But I think when you look at the one name guys, like LeBron, Giannis, you know, I keep saying those names because that's what the casual fan, that is what people would easily recognize, and those guys are in the Eastern Conference. So when fans hop on a bandwagon for the season, they're gonna hop on those teams, and those are the teams they're gonna watch. So, you know, if you can keep, you know, Kawhi in the West and keep him in California, or find a way to kind of like put a wrench in that trade and be like, yo, we can keep you there and we can keep viewership here, I think the NBA will do it. And shout out to Pablo Torre for making them do this for his reporting. Shout out to Pablo Torre, man. Torre. I just made it up. I don't even know if that's the way you use it. I just made that up, bro. So, last thoughts on this boat before we get up out of this, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Shout out.
This has been going on for like 10 months.
Yeah, it has been going on, man.
I'm ready for it to be over.
Man, me too, man. I'm ready for it to be over because I want to see Kawhi play, especially like you said, he played 60 plus games last year. If he can do that again this season and do that and help them get to a playoff, get to a playoff and make a playoff run, all right, it'll be great. It'll be great. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 50 minutes after the hour. Tell us what you think, man. Tell us how you feel about this Kawhi situation. I mean, I know it's not a sexy story. I know it's not a big story, but we're not casual fans over here at the pregame playlist on Water Cool Talk. We talk about everything that's sports related. And hopefully we can educate the people that watch us about what's happening. I'm just saying. So tell us what y'all think about it, man. Is the NBA correct? Do you see it from my point of view? Do you think that lane avenue of what I'm saying of the NBA having that viewership? Do you see it from that point of view? Just let me know what you think. I don't know. Maybe if you have a different point of view, tell us what you think about it. I want to hear it. If you're watching this live or you watching this on the rewatch, let us know because I want to know. We want to know. We want to know. Let us know, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 51 minutes after the hour right now. This is the pregame playlist, man. We're going to slide out this thing. And when we come back, we're going to get y'all reset for hour number 2 here on the pregame playlist, man. Let's play a little bit of let's play what I want to hear. This is a good one. You know what? Let's play some Southern Nights. Yeah. Let's get some Southern Nights in here on this break right here. I want to hear a little bit of Southern Nights, cold beer, fire and lies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Good morning. Breaking news. Every Sunday night, DC Wolf brings you the biggest stories, hottest takes, and everything you missed across Auburn athletics, from football to basketball and beyond. If it's happening on the plains, you will hear it here first. Live Sundays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, only on Auburn Addicts TV.
Tennessee nights, sun going down on a 2-lane road, dust in the air, got a slow ride roll. Text from the boys, man, pull on through. I said 10 minutes, I'm sliding through. Oh, truck humming, radio loud, small town living, we don't need a crowd. Hand on the wheel, breeze rolling in, another southern night about to begin. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight, laughing with my people, everything ain't right. Yeah, we living life in them southern nights. Stars hang low, time moves slow. She looking at me like she already know. One spark, one touch, just one time. That's how it goes in them southern nights. Bonfire lit out in Millersfield, tailgates down, that's the deal. She walked up, moon hit her face, had me stuck, yeah, right in place. Red cup talk, leaning in close, laughing about things we ain't post. Little bit of tease, little bit of vibe, got me thinking about later tonight. Heartbeat jumping, can't play cool out here tonight, breaking all rules. It's them southern nights, cold beer, firelight, laughing with my people, everything right. Yeah, we living life in them southern nights. Stars hang low, time moves slow. She looking at me like she already know. One spark, one touch, just one time. That's how it goes in them southern nights.
This is the coolest morning show in your ears. It's the pregame playlist.
lights in the city, I was riding with a vision. Everybody talk down, now they finally pay attention. Used to ride the bus routes, now I'm plotting bigger business. Had to tighten up my circle, too much envy in the friendship. Fact, mama said stay patient, God gon' handle all the time. Now I walk inside the room and feel the pressure when I'm shining. I ain't chasing validation, I'm just focused on surviving. Turned that pain into motivation, now the whole team thriving. Stacking every dollar, tryna flip it to investments. Why they worry about appearances, I'm building me a presence. I done seen some people fall when adversity get tested. That's why every move calculated, every step is with intention. Talk to 'em. Now the same ones overlooking, tryna dap me in the lobby. Back then I was broke, recording verses in the closet. Told myself keep pushing even when the road got rocky. Now the dream getting closer every single time they watch me. Looking at my watch, man, it's time for the mission, man. Sitting courtside, wishing I could talk business, man. Fellas think it's sweet, they don't know my ambition, man. Told them keep that heat, cause you know I'm on a mission, man. Mission! On a mission, man. On a mission, man. Yeah. On a mission, man. Yeah. I was down bad, had to hustle just to make a way. Now I speak success before I even see a better day. Ain't no shortcuts where I'm from, had to learn from every mistake. Pressure built diamonds, I was built from all the heavyweight. They see chains in the lights, they don't see the sacrifice. Every loss became a lesson, every scar became advice. I was fighting all them demons, had to pray through every night. Now I'm standing on 10, knowing everything gon' turn out right. Still move cautious, gotta watch the way the jealousy moves. Some will smile in your face, but they can see you improve. That's why I stay locked in, I got too much left to prove. Trying to turn these rap lines into ownership and revenue. And I still remember days I had to sleep with all the stress. Now I'm manifesting bigger while they hoping for less. I ain't racing nobody, I'm just chasing my best. Cause I know one day the whole arena gon' be screaming top cross the best.
Y'all already know what time it is. Yo, locked in. With the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist.
Yeah. Macon County raised me. 4-6 Tuskegee, Alabama. Tuskegee. You either know or you don't. Let's go. The 4-6, the 4-6. Yeah, we stamped in it. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Tuskegee, you vibing. The 4-6, yeah, we locked in. From Tim's all the way to BTW. Let's go. Green Fork, BA, where we pop out. If you from the town, let it ring out. 4-6, TPS, yeah, that where it started. Watching the public gone, but the memories carved in. Facts. Always talking, we were kids with a vision. Didn't know life, but we learned how to listen. Then it's Tim's middle of the journey. It's human class, everybody show respect. Laughing in the halls, trying to dodge Coach Pack. Coach Davis too, whole school vibe. Had to earn your rep. BTW next. Yeah, you better move smart. Coach T on the horn, and they play no part. No bullhorn loud when you think you slick. Turn the corner quick, better tighten up quick. The 4-6, yeah, we stamped in it. From the mud, yeah, we came up in it. Round the late night, yeah, we sliding. If you know about Tuskegee, you vibing. Green Fork, nice, yeah, you know how it go. Listen, I'm chillin', everybody on go. City small, but the story big time. Everybody know, everybody still grind. Harrison Wings, we was sticking out the door. Luxury gone, we ain't care no more. Back before they knew we was already gone. Back in class late, but we still fed at home. Braids at the cut, $3 hit the clean. City red shot, get you step on the scene. Line long, but you waited your turn. Fresh fade hit, now it's your time to shine. Square in the middle, yeah, we all came through. But that statue standing, we ain't feel it true. History deep, but we writing new pages. From ski roots to global stages. East End chicken from the Yellowstone. Late night MK hit the Cooper Mode. Let's eat. Place on deck, everybody outside. Music up loud, let the whole town ride. Lake Tuskegee fireworks in the sky. 4th of July, whole city high. Run a lake,
Yeah, man. Y'all know it. I gotta rep the whole state everywhere I go, man. Make it count. Tuskegee, Alabama, man. You gotta rep it everywhere we go, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much. We are about 5 seconds away right now from getting this thing reset in 3, 2, 1. Hour 2 right now. Let's go.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Water Cooler Talk Sports. Pre-game playlist. Let's go. It's the pre-game playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. You tapped in, locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water Cooler Talk Sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go, let's go. Woo. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Your playlist. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, it is a good morning here on Thursday, July 30th, man. We are almost here. We are this close to the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. This close to the weekend, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Got my guy Bubba with me this morning. Bubba from the old man. Well, he is from the old man, but Bubba from Bubba and the old man.
Quite literally from the old man.
That's what I was saying. Literally from the old man. So shout out to him, man, for rocking with us here this morning, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here. As always, man. Hour number 2, the pregame playlist is up right now. We are about to get this thing rocking and rolling. What we got in stock? What we got in store for you, man? Oh, man, of course, got the pregame post coming up here in about 3 minutes, man. Of course, flag on the play, man. Today's story is a very smelly one. A very smelly story as well. So we'll be giving a flag on the play to that person or that company, essentially, for having a very smelly situation. And then, of course, man, Indiana of the field. Curt Cignetti. Curt Cignetti still getting disrespected. Curt Cignetti is getting disrespected by national media and his own conference. So we're going to talk about that as well. And then, of course, as you all know, man, we try to end it with a great quote of the day, something that you can just think about and think on, you know, for the rest of your day here as we get this thing rocking and rolling, get this close, because we're this close, ladies and gentlemen, to the weekend, as always. Bubba, man, how you feeling, man? You still with us? You still rocking and rolling with us?
Absolutely.
There it is, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. If you have not already, man, go check out Around the Cooler. Last night, had a great conversation last night. We talked offensive line. We talked what Tony Petitti said at Big Ten Media Days last night. Brent Bielema and Bubba had the line of the night, Fat Lane Kiffin. That was hilarious. So y'all go check that out. And then, of course, the College Football Players Association, which I literally just found out about 2 days ago. So yeah, go check out Around the Cooler, man. That show is every Monday and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Go check it out. Go like it, the video. Go share the video. As a matter of fact, like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you're watching us live, you watching us on the rewatch, man, do that. This is, you know, I mean, I know this is a radio show, but we have the video component to it as well. If you're listening to us, we thank you so much. We appreciate you so much for listening to us, because guess what? Every single click, every single listen, every single share, it helps. And we appreciate that so much, man, because we are continuing to try to grow and glow in this space, man. Trying to bring you some great, dope content. Let me change that. You know how Alex Golden said we don't set standards? I mean, we don't set goals, we set standards. You know what? I'm gonna change that from now on. Water Cooler Talk Sports is not bringing you great content. We are bringing you great programming. It's what we're doing. That is my standard from this point forward. My standard is to continue to bring you quality programming. That's what I want to do. Quality programming is what I want to continue to do here at Water Cooler Talk Sports. And that's what we're going to continue doing. So shout out to Water Cooler Talk Sports. Shout out to you all for rocking with us, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking and rolling. Pre-game post coming up right now. The headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture.
The Pregame Pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Yes, sir. We are back with this thing, rocking and rolling, man. The Pregame Pulse. Headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture right now. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's go to the Major League Baseball, man. Major League Baseball last night had a plethora of games, bro. Woo. A lot of games last night. We're going to go through them real quick, give you the scores. They had a doubleheader last night with the Mets and the Braves, man. The Mets beat the Braves in game one, 3-2 in the doubleheader. And then in the second game, which of that doubleheader in the same day, which was a makeup from the 28th, the Braves won 1-0. The Marlins get a win over the Phillies as well. The Diamondbacks beat the Pirates 3-0. Blue Jays beat the Nationals 5-2. Orioles beat the Detroit Tigers 10-9. Giants blow out the Brewers 16-3. Padres beat the Rockies 3-1. Tampa Bay Rays, that's Dustin's team, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Uptempo Podcast. Tampa Bay Rays beat the Rangers 3-0, man. Shout out to Dustin and his team over there, man. Number one in the AL East, I believe. The Royals beat the Twins 4-0. The Yankees lose. The Yankees don't start this losing crap again, Yankees. The Yankees lose to the White Sox 5-6. They get a loss there as well. The Cubbies lose to the Cardinals 2-3. The Astros beat the Angels 7-4. I remember the Astros at one point in time was like the team in baseball. Like they were like Jose Altuve and those guys, bro. Like the way that they was hitting bats for like a period of time there, bro. They was hard to beat, and they was winning World Series championships. Like I remember at one point in time in baseball where the Astros and the Giants were like the teams in baseball. I think that's kind of backed out now, and now the Dodgers are the team for the past couple seasons. But shout out to the Astros, man, getting the win over the Angels 7-4. The Red Sox beat the Athletics 4-2, and the Dodgers get a win over the Mariners 4-2 as well. So, like I said, MLB, MLB doesn't like. If you watch the regular season of the MLB, you are a true fan. Yeah, I catch some games, like I catch the Sunday night games. You know, I catch some games during the middle of the week and things and stuff like that, and it's great. But man, if you watching every single game, oh my God, it's a lot of games, bro. It is a lot, but it really gets exciting at the end of August, beginning of September. It really does, and trust me, when we get to that point in time, you're gonna hear a lot of more baseball content because it's gonna be fun. I'm telling you, baseball is fun at that particular point in time. And then when it gets into October, oh man, it's gonna be fun then as well, man. I'm telling you, man. It's great, man. It is great. Also, man, let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, man, with the pregame post here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network in hour number 2. Boom. All right, let's get this thing going, man. Taysom Hill. Bubba, you may like this. I don't know how you feel about Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill has confirmed that he will not play for the Saints after season 9. He posted a statement on Wednesday night saying via the Saints social media channels, confirming that while he hasn't decided whether he'll retire, a return to New Orleans is not in the cards. He becomes an unrestricted free agent after 9 seasons, all with the Saints. The only player in the Super Bowl era with 1,000 plus yards passing, rushing, and receiving in his career. Bubba, how you feel about that, man?
Yeah, he's taken a step back from what he used to be. Because at one point he was the Swiss Army knife of the NFL. He could play tight end, receiver, running back, quarterback, and he was also one of the elite special teams players in the league. He's not that anymore. If I was a fan of a team, I wouldn't necessarily want him, but he knew how to get the bag. He did.
This was a quote from him. He said, I still don't have a clear answer about what the future holds, but I know that returning to New Orleans is not in the cards. That is a direct quote from what he said. And as I stated before, he's the only player in the Super Bowl era with 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving, and 1,000 yards passing in the NFL. I'm gonna ask you this question. Yesterday we had a conversation about Hall of Fame, right? there are 3 people in the NFL that have had 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in a season. Marshall Faulk, Roger Craig, Christian McCaffrey. 2 of those guys that I just named are Hall of Famers. Marshall Faulk was enshrined into the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. I think like back in 2011, 2010, 2011, 2012. Roger Craig is going to get enshrined into the Hall of Fame next weekend. And Christian McCaffrey seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame when his eligibility becomes available. Taysom Hill, it's always hard being the first to do something, right? Is there an argument for Taysom Hill to be a Hall of Famer for what he did?
No, because he never got any awards. Like he literally has nothing except that record. Now, as far as should the Saints retire his jersey, that's an interesting conversation because again, he didn't win anything there, but he did something that had never been done before.
Yeah, I get that. I understand what you're saying. Shout out to everybody's favorite insider, and the insider. What's up, my guy? Shout out to the Huggy Beard who was in the chat. What's up, Huggy, man? Hope you're feeling good, man. I get that, and I lean like let me ask you, if he would have won a postseason award, would his argument for the NFL be stronger? Because nobody else has done that in the NFL. And that has to be Hall of Fame worthy, at least. Maybe not early on, but the longer he's away, the longer he retires, or the longer he's away from the game, and the more you look at it. Let's say this. Let's say 20, 25 years from when he retires, right? Let's say he does retire at the end of this year. 20 years from now, what is that? 2046, 25 years, 2051. Will we look back at that record and be like, yo, Taysom Hill needs to be in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Maybe. I think maybe he should get like a plaque in Canton.
Okay. So like maybe
I don't think he should be enshrined where he gets a gold jacket and he gives a speech and I don't think he should have that.
So maybe just like just an exhibit saying that this is the only player that has done this in the NFL.
Because that's what it is. It's like he's the most interesting player I can think of off the top of my head. But he was never great at anything except being like a gunner on punt.
More interesting than Tim Tebow?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I like it.
Tim Tebow was like a training camp warrior though. He killed it in OTAs.
Do y'all remember the video when he got with the Jets and they like somebody, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the Jets or whoever it was, but they took the video of him and he was running in the rain with his shirt off, and they took the video and slowed it down. Y'all don't remember that video? Like they were playing it they played it on ESPN for 2 or 3 days straight. They was like, Tim Tebow was running in the rain. I was like, yo, come on, bro. Like anything Tim Tebow, bro. Y'all literally was trying to milk it. I'll never forget that. That was wild to me. I was like, yo, Tim Tebow was money for a lot.
What was the point of them showing that? Was like he's just like aesthetically pleasing?
I don't know what was the point of it. I really don't. I never understood it. But I do remember like they took the video and apparently he was running in the rain off the practice field through the media, and they took the actual real speed of it and slowed it down. I was like, why are we looking at this? And why is this on ESPN? Like, what's the point of this? But I don't know. It is what it is. So I guess, man. Moving along, Tony Petitti has reiterated that Big Ten for the Big Ten's push for a 2014 college football playoff as soon as next season. Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti doubled down at media days on the conference's push for a 2014 college football playoff by 2027, saying the faster it goes, the easier it will be. The Big Ten says it's willing to eliminate its conference championship game to make the numbers work, though that requires unwinding a Fox TV contract. The SEC, led by Greg Sankey, remains firmly attached to a 16-team model. Well, I think it's Greg Sankey, but a lot of people there are some coaches in the SEC that would prefer 2014. That has been confirmed by some coaches. A decision on the format isn't expected until between December 2026 and January 2027. But TD argues that expansion keeps more teams in contention for as long as possible and creates incentive for teams 16 through 24 to keep playing meaningful games. Bubba, on the record, are you for or against the 2014 playoff?
Man, I don't know. More expansion. I think it'll be great because it's more football.
Yeah.
But does that damage the regular season?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Like I have been on the record saying that I think the perfect number is 14. I think the perfect number is 14 teams. I think a 14-team playoff is the perfect number. With the 14-team playoff, it mirrors what the NFL does. So you get 7 teams, 7 teams. If you go in that route, you get 7 teams. The top 2 teams in each conference get a bye week. That's how I look at it. And then from there, you have like your divisional rounds. You have a play-in game per se for those lower tier teams. And then from there, it just keeps going and going. I think 14 teams is the perfect number in my opinion. But what you would do at that particular point in time, if you were to do it in college, is you get the top 14 teams, and then you would basically separate them by record at that particular point in time. Once you get into the playoff, 7 in one bracket, 7 in the other bracket, and you will rank them that way. And then the top 2 teams will get the bye week. Bottom 2 teams will play into the next round and things, stuff like that, and then so on and so on. And then you'll get to the next championship. That's how I would do it if I was in charge of the college football playoff. I would do 14. I think it's a perfect number. But I understand 24 as well. 20, like the top 25 is something that came from the AP poll. So every Monday, every Sunday, every Monday, they bring out the top 25 teams. So that 25 number is just ingrained in people's heads as like, okay, this is the number it has to be. If the AP poll would have been like, well, we need the top 15, 15 would have been the number that a lot of people would have looked at, right? I don't think it devalues the regular season at all. That's just me personally. I think that I look at it from this: the NCAA in Division II has had a 24-team playoff model in format for a long time, and it has worked perfectly. And I think they finished it. I think their national championship game for Division II is played like the middle of January or something like that, and it works fine. And I think they are expanding to 32 teams. I think either the beginning starting this year or next year, they're expanding 32 teams, and it hasn't devalued their regular season at all. If they said that, I think they start a week before, Power 4 football starts or something like that. I don't think it does. I just think this is a money play in my particular plan. I think they are trying to find a way to get the most money out of this, in my personal opinion. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, if it were me, I'd probably expand it, whether it's to 14 or 16, and I'd just do straight seating, no auto bids.
Yeah, and that was the thing that the Big Ten was on before the auto bids when they went to the 20 when they was talking about the 16 teams, 4 from the SEC, 4 from the Big Ten, 2 and 2 from the Big 12 and the ACC. But now they've said that if they go to the 2014 model, automatic bids would be out. That's something that they would definitely throw out just to get to the 2014. So I don't know. It has to happen and it feels as if something is going to happen by December, because I think the college football playoff format that we'll play underneath this year will be the last time we play underneath the 12-team model. So it's either going to be 16 or it's going to be 24. And if I had to take my pick, I honestly believe it's going to be a 24-team model, and that will give us a lot of content to talk about all offseason next year.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now. Tennessee's Arion Carter, man, suspended 2 games over a $427 flight, man. The NCAA has suspended Tennessee senior linebacker Arion Carter for the first 2 games of the 2016 season, which will be Furman and Georgia Tech, after he accepted a $427.48 flight from an NFL agent during the pre-draft process. Carter had declared for the NFL for the draft in December, signed with an agent, then suffered a foot injury during training that required surgery. He ultimately withdrew from the draft and returned to Tennessee, repaying the flight costs in full in January. The NCAA initially wanted a 3-game suspension. Tennessee's appeal got it reduced to 2. Coach Josh Heupel's publicly disagreed with the ruling. Carter was Tennessee's leading tackler in 2025, 76 tackles, and he was an all-SEC honor, and will graduate in public health, the dean's list, in August. Man, I think he's gonna play every single game this year. You agree or not?
Yeah. This ain't gonna stain.
It's not. It's not.
Well, what are they gonna do if he dresses out against Furman? What's the NCAA actually gonna
do? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. What can they do? What are they gonna do? NCAA is powerless, toothless. They ain't gonna do nothing. They can't do nothing. Not nothing. We're gonna end this thing off right here, man, on the health note. There is the guts linked to Parkinson's disease. I found this interesting. I was reading a story late last night and found this very interesting. It said the CBS's News Health column, Heartful, which is from Dr. Tricia Parshish, and I hope I'm saying her last name right. Sorry if you're watching this, ma'am. A Harvard grad, gastrologist, excuse me, and head of the Gut Brain Institute on the first gut theory of Parkinson's. The idea that some cases of the disease may originate in the gut rather than in the brain, tied to a misfolded protein. She flagged REM sleep disorder as a potential early warning sign that can appear decades before motor symptoms. This is interesting. She said other notable takeaways: GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic appear to reduce risk of ulcers, colorectal cancer, and about a dozen other cancers by lowering gut inflammation. Wow. Well, make sure that your gut is taken care of, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're eating the right proper greens, but with this explosive diarrhea that's going on around here, scared to eat anything because I don't know what's going to happen. So gut health apparently is something that we all need to take care of because according to this young lady she's a doctor and of course she's doing a lot of research for this, it's connected to potential other problems in the body. And I don't know, man. Would you consider your gut health great, Bubba?
No, absolutely not.
So
I'm getting straight Parkinson's.
Oh man, that's wild, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the pregame post for hour number 2 here on the pregame playlist, man. We're gonna take a break right here. When we come back, we are going to give our flag on the play to a very, 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 very smelly individual. And I'm gonna ask you,
lettuce.
That's a good one, Bubba. That's a good one. I'm gonna ask you this, Bubba. Your favorite drink, favorite food. If you dropped it in the toilet, would you go get it out the toilet?
Oh no, absolutely not.
All right. We're gonna talk about it when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports. Good morning to you all.
You want a solution to protect your family in a moment of crisis. Freddie Metro provides those solutions to protect your family and build real wealth. Serving Alabama and Georgia with trusted advice you can count on. Call him today at 678-870-4001. Freddie Metro, protecting families, building legacies.
Stay with my sky, don't you fall down. Right where what you say to me. Ooh, I feel like music in my veins. It got me caught up in your way. I don't ever wanna change. You the reason I believe there's a heaven in your touch. If loving you is dangerous, then I don't care that much. Oh, and I don't need no air when I breathe you in. No,
Your mornings just changed. Turn up your speakers. The pregame playlist is on.
ooh, oh, yeah. Late nights. Ooh, yeah. Silk dress flowing when you walk through the room. Cold light dancing off your perfume. Slow jazz playing while the skyline glows. Everybody watching but you move so cold. I pull your chair out, you cross your legs. Lipstick mark on the rim instead. You smile slow and it hit me deep. Like you already know what you do to me. You know what you do to me. And baby, tonight ain't about the crowd outside. It's just your body next to mine, moving like a classic love song. Classic love. Let's make midnight champagne memories. Slow dancing under penthouse dreams. Your hand in mine while the record spins. Fall in love all over again. No rush, no noise, no games to play. Just your skin glowing in candle flames. Girl, tonight feels like everything. Sipping love like midnight champagne. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow. Yeah. Black tie loosen while your heels come off. Barefoot walking through the loft. Rain tapping soft on the window pane. Your reflection driving me insane. You lean close and whisper low. Say my name like a stereo. Every touch got tension building high. Like the moon itself watching tonight. Closer. And baby, right now, we don't gotta say too much. Your eyes already giving it up like a scene from an old romance movie. Right now, midnight champagne memories. Slow dancing under penthouse dreams. Your hand in mine while the record spins. Fall in love all over again. No rush, no noise, no games to play. Just your skin glowing in candle flames. Girl, tonight feels like everything. Sipping love.
Get your morning started. With the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, flag on the play for July 30th today is going to a young man in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where it's going to. Listen to the story, man. A man in Kansas City, Missouri, decided to, have a smelly situation because he wanted to retrieve something that he felt was very valuable to him at that particular point in time. Kansas City, Missouri, a World Cup watch party wraps up, and the company that rented out the porta potty sends the driver to go collect them. Standard stuff. He knocks on the doors, it's locked. A voice from inside says, "Occupied." What he says? Fine. He says, "Hey man, 10 minutes, we gotta load these up." Comes back in 10 minutes, still occupied, still not coming out. So now he's got to flag down an actual police officer because apparently this is a hostage situation in a porta potty. Cops open the door. Nobody's there. Just an empty porta potty. They're standing there confused for a second. And then the head pops straight up out of the toilet tank. Like a whack-a-mole. Like the guy's been living down. Turns out, and I need everyone to really sit with this one. Turns out, listen to this. The night before, the young man dropped a bottle of Mountain Dew in the porta potty tank. And instead of, buying another Mountain Dew, this man said, no, I will retrieve it myself. Climbed down into a porta potty holding tank and got stuck there for 8 hours. Fire department shows up, has to cut the entire toilet apart with tools to get him out. Then they hose him down with an actual fire truck right there on the street, like he's a parade float. And then I assume he just left, went on about his day. Sir, was the Mountain Dew worth it? Was it ice cold when it went down there? Did you get it back? These are the answers to the questions that I want to know. These are the answers to the questions that the pregame playlist wants to know. These are the questions that the answers that the people watching the pregame playlist want to know. These are the questions that America wants to know. But until you tell us those answers, you guess what you get? Sir, you're going to get this flag on the play from Ron Cherry because that was just not worth it.
Personal foul, 69, offense. He was giving them the business. He played it there.
Bubba, Mountain Dew falls into a porta potty tank. You going to get it? No.
Hell no.
This man.
How inebriated was he?
I don't know. That's a great question, Bubba. That is a very great question. Because you know how many butts have been on that porta potty? You know how many other people's feces is mixed in that porta potty? Come on, bro. For a Mountain Dew? For a Mountain Dew. Stop it, man. Stop it.
He had to have been on something. Because no sober, sane adult is climbing into the toilet tank in a porta potty.
Apparently this one. Well, we don't know if he was sober or sane, but he definitely went to that porta potty to get that Mountain Dew. He wanted it that bad. That's all I'm saying. He wanted it that bad.
Inflation is never going to get that bad.
We just had a topic about inflation too, man. Yeah, that's a good one. Good callback.
These are $2.15 a 20 ounce.
Whew, goodness gracious, bro. He had to get it. Well, he got it and he was stuck down there for 8 hours, bro. The smell on him. In 8 hours, just sitting in that thing for 8 hours. Ooh, good.
That seeps into your pores,
bro. They might need to send him to literally go he might need to go see doctors because if it did, bro, you don't know what other people have, and it's coming out of their bodies through their excrement, and you've been sitting in it. Nah, dog. He need to go to the doctor. We need to go run every single test on him because he was exposed to feces for a long period of time. Just saying. Big Sar said, man, most health issues originate from your gut or your mouth from bad oral hygiene. That is true. That is the reason why I suggest everybody please go get, especially with the oral hygiene part, please go to the dentist twice a year. Every 6 months, go get a professional teeth clean. Go get your teeth professionally clean every 6 months. I'm telling you, please do it. Please do it, man. Big Sar said, my favorite song is Stay in My Sky. We just played that. Shout out to you. I was not expecting people to like that song, to be completely honest with you. Because I wrote that song for my wife. I don't even know if she heard it. I'm gonna ask Amber. Have you heard that song? Never mind. She don't worry about it. I'll ask you later. But I was not expecting people to like that. That's dope. Said niggas the modern day Luther Vandross. I like that. I don't know if I can do that now. I don't know about all that. If this world were mine, I would lay it at your feet. Man, I gotta warm my voice up. That was not good. That wasn't good. I gotta warm my voice up. A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a house is not a home. Nah, I gotta warm my voice up. All right, it is what it is. King Richard said, "Man, I wonder if you look like a Smurf afterwards." That's a great question, bro, because there's a bunch of doo-doo on him, bro.
Yeah.
There's so much. Hey, speaking of doo-doo, there is a Michael Jackson video from when he did an interview. He was telling the story about when he got arrested and how he had to ask to go to the bathroom, and he was like, it was just a bunch of doo-doo and everything. Bro, hearing Michael Jackson say the word doo-doo is the funniest thing ever. That's all I was saying, man. Basically,
It's on brand.
It's hilarious, man. He's hilarious. He said, "I'm a dude fan," and I'm with you on that one, King Richard. Ain't no way, bro. Like, no, I'm good, man. He said instead of getting Big Richard, I'm not goodness, bro. Jesus Christ. Big Star says instead of getting the Mountain Dew, he became a Mountain Dew. Yes, he did, bro. Yes, he did, bro. It was wild. It was wild, man. All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Curt Cignetti, man. Curt Cignetti is getting disrespected by national media and by his own company. It's happening. It's happening right in front of our eyes, man. So right now, preseason poll FPI, they haven't brought up preseason polls yet, but the preseason poll FPI has, I believe, Indiana ranked number 6 in the country. Big Ten media poll came out, which is wild to me because I think they did theirs before media days, instead of like after, like towards the end of it, because today is the last day of Big Ten media days for them. But they have him ranked 3rd in the conference behind Ohio State and Oregon. Bubba, what's the disrespect behind Curt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers? Why is he not ranked number 1?
Well, I think there is still some brand bias. I can get behind Ohio State, though. Ohio State is stacked. They are returning a quarterback. They have continuity. They might have the best player in college football. Oregon is a weird one because I wouldn't necessarily say Oregon got better over the course of the all season. They lost both coordinators. Yeah, I think it has to just be brand bias.
Yeah, this doesn't make sense to me. I've never not seen, or maybe I have, and I just can't remember off the top of my head. But there has never been a team that won. Well, I'm not gonna say never. Let me not say never. In my recent memory, the team that won the national championship came back at least as the preseason number 1.
Well, except Georgia in 21.
Except Georgia. You're right. Except Georgia in 21. You're correct. That is true. But normally, the team that wins the national championship the year before, if majority of the time, same head coach, majority of the time you still have some guys that are coming back on that team, key guys, and you still have somewhat of a structure to coaching staff, they normally get a benefit of the doubt as the team that's defending the national championship. Now granted, and this is very, very, very just being very picky, that they're still in the top 5 in the Big Ten, they're still in the top 10 nationally. But what does Curt Cignetti have to do, man? So I asked the question to you all, looking at this right now, and I want to look at this from a national picture. Are you taking Curt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers, or are you taking the field of contenders that a lot of people, the usual suspects, that a lot of people are saying have the ability to come in and win the national championship this year? Which one are you doing, bro?
Yeah, if I was picking a favorite, I'd probably take Indiana.
Okay.
But there's so many variables that go into winning a national championship that if you're giving me Indiana or the rest of the field, I'm always going to take the field.
I think coaching matters a lot, bro. I really think it does. I think in this situation, I think coaching matters a lot. And I personally, like, from what I saw from Curt Cignetti and what he did with that football team at Indiana in year 2. Year 1, he went to the college football playoffs in year 1 and lost in the first round. The second year he comes back, he gets a quarterback, helps develop a quarterback in his system. and things of that nature. And you saw him like cerebrally just go through the season and beat teams. You saw him go to Oregon and beat Oregon by 10 on the road. You saw them get in a dogfight at Penn State again this year. And let's just be clear about it. They had some luck on their side. With a pass in the back of the end zone that actually gave them the lead. I think they ended up winning that game 27-24.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at that and you see exactly how well prepared his teams have been since he's been at Indiana, and how he talks about the process of winning and the process of getting here, I think that Curt Cignetti deserves that respect. Like, and I understand a lot of people are results driven, because that's exactly what you debate. Like 10, 15 years from now, you're gonna be debating results of who won this, and that. And that's how a lot of debates and arguments will be, because of the results of what happened in the game and on the field. But when you watch him, like I actually sat down and watched the Oregon game. I actually sat down and rewatched that Penn State game. And I was like, yo, man, this dude is like on another tier when it comes to coaching. And I think that, and I just look at that and I'm like, that should, like, I think he's going to have to win another title in order for people to look at that, because I think a lot of people look at this Indiana team as a team that I don't want to say is a fluke, because I think everybody saw that Indiana team was like, yo, the Indiana team is real. But historically, Indiana has not been a good program. What was losing this program in the Big Ten or something like that at some point in time?
College football. College football.
I think he's going to have to win another national championship in order for people to actually look at it as intently as they are. For them to be like, yo, this dude is like when people say like he's the best coach in college football, like, he's going to have to win another one for people to actually look at that. So I'm going to take Indiana, bro. I'm gonna ride with Indiana, because I think coaching in this particular sense matters, and I think he's the best coach in college football. It's just me. Disagree? Yeah, I'm curious to know if people disagree or agree with that.
Yeah, I completely agree. And not only do they have the best head coach, in my opinion, they have the best trio of coaches among anybody in the country. Like, I think that Curt Cignetti, Bryant Haynes, and Mike Shanahan is the best trio head coach OCDC in the country. And again, if we just talk about just lining up Indiana and that roster, which is a really, really great roster, against anybody else, I'd take Indiana. But again, there's so many variables. It's so matchup driven. Like, one of the teams in the country this year that matches up really well with Indiana is Notre Dame.
Yeah, good point.
But there's a possibility that they just don't run into Notre Dame in the playoffs.
Point. That's a good
because
point.
Notre Dame doesn't match up the greatest with Miami, right? So if Notre Dame plays Miami, Indiana matches up really well with Miami. Notre Dame doesn't match up that great with Miami. So it's just like there's so many variables that go into it, that like Ohio State has the best player in college football. They have one of the best quarterbacks in college football. You look at like Oregon, you look at Miami, you look at any of those teams, Texas A&M. It's just like I could see all of those teams making a run also. So it's just like I'll take the field because there's more chances there. But if we're talking about just my favorite, would be Indiana.
Well, let me ask you this: if I understand that logic, I understand the logic, because there are more chances when you take the field, and then when you look at it in this era of NIL and the way teams are able to rebuild rosters and the way teams are able to structure rosters moving forward, I look at that and I completely understand what you mean by that. My question would be like, if you put coaching on a pedestal that way, right? Would you not give like credence to Curt Cignetti for being able to have a backup plan, and maybe even a backup plan to the backup plan? Like guys that actually think that way, like that want to think through every single potential scenario. And because that's what I get when I'm looking at Cignetti. He's trying to basically plan out a game and then find where the weakness is to that plan and then have a contingency to that. and then potentially have a contingency to the contingency because there could be a weakness there. So I think I think he wins the game before he even plays the game. I think he wins the game on Sunday, the Sunday before that Saturday. I think he wins the game there. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think he wins those games. I think he wins the games there because of the way that he plans through it. In my opinion, I don't think there are a lot of coaches that's doing it. I think a lot of coaches look at the first plan and be like, "Yo, this is good," and then maybe look at the second option and be like, "Okay, this is a break in case." I think Cignetti looks at it as like, "Okay, this is just the first iteration of an idea, but where is the flaws in this idea? And now I need to get a contingency to that. Okay, that's good, but where are the flaws in that? I need a contingency to that, like building layers of protection behind it. Like to me, it just feel like he thinks the game different than what a lot of modern coaches do. In your opinion, what you think?
Yeah, but I view Marcus Freeman that way also.
Okay.
Like Marcus Freeman, and they have an incredibly dynamic duo with him and Mike Denbrock, right?
Yep.
And then like I also view Ryan Day that way. And when I look at Notre Dame, it was so impressive when they made that national championship run 2 years ago. They got smacked because they didn't have a good enough roster, but this is probably the best roster Notre Dame has had since 2012?
Yeah,
the most athletic.
Yeah, national championship.
This is the most athletic group that they've had. Plus, they have a really good trio of receivers with Faison, Quincy Porter, and Mylan Graham, who's a very talented young receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at Notre Dame, who has a dynamism on offense that they haven't had, that they didn't have with that Riley Leonard team, and I'm like, okay, I can see a world where this team wins it, and then Ohio State, I can see a world where this team wins it, and those are also two very process-driven
coaches.
Yes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with you there, man. But I look at the thing that, yeah, Ryan. Something about Ryan Day to me just doesn't sit right. It doesn't. Something about it just doesn't sit right with me. So, and I understand it. Don't get it twisted. I understand it. But I think any coach that goes to Ohio State is going to be put under the pressure of winning a national championship. In my personal opinion, that's just me. And by that alone, by you being the head coach at Ohio State, I think you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt because Ohio State hired you. They saw something in you, like, all right, you're good. If Alex Golesh goes to Ohio State, he would, and they put out lists. Alex Golesh will probably become one of the top 3 coaches in college football.
They view him that way. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying I want Alex Golesh to stay. I want him to stay at Auburn until he retires. You know. And he has the opportunity to do that. He's only like 41, 42 years old. But what Cignetti did, Elon, JMU, excuse me, IUP, you know, and now at Indiana. Yo, that's different, bro. That's different. You brought a program that was the losingest college football program in college football history to the top of the mountain. And now there's an expectation for you. And now with him being the way that he is, process driven wise and things of that nature, I think he's primed to stay there. Even though he's, you know, in his mid 60s, I think he's primed to stay there and continue it and potentially have a successor in place potentially after him that can keep it going, you know, and of that nature, or at least recommend somebody that can do it and do that. So, and I look at this and I say, I think that if I had to right now, I hear what you're saying about Notre Dame. Everybody knows that I wanted Marcus Freeman to be the head coach at Auburn. I was pumping for that, man. I wish Marcus Freeman would have become the head coach at Auburn. But right now, man, I think Curt Cignetti has that title of the best coach in college football right now. And the way that he has that Indiana program built and how quickly he did it, you know, at Indiana, I'll be hard pressed not to go Indiana right here. And I like Notre Dame too. I like Notre Dame at that second spot. Right now, I would probably have Notre Dame number 2 in the country. Probably Ohio State or Georgia would be somewhere in that 3 or 4 range.
Nah, it depends because I like Ole Miss too. I like Ole Miss, so I think Ole Miss deserves to be in that top 5.
I will continue to push the Texas A&M agenda.
You just like Mike Elko, and we understand.
I do.
Elko is great. He's a great. I like Oklahoma too. I like Oklahoma. If you have not already, ladies and gentlemen, go to secseason.com and put in your way you want to rank the players. I'm gonna put it up right now. secseason.com, a space for all SEC fans. I'm telling you, you want to go and you want to be a part of it. You get rankings, you got the pick 'em, you got the stats hub there, and of course the addictive undefeated game. So make sure that you go over there and create your profile. It's all free. Create your profile and then go in there and rank the teams in the SEC of how you want. Of how you want. I remember my top 3. My top 3 were I had Ole Miss 1, Oklahoma 2, Georgia 3, Texas A&M 4, and I had Texas 5. That's my top 5 right now in the SEC. Just the way I see it.
I had A&M, Ole Miss, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. Top 5.
There you go. I got Tennessee number 6, by the way. I got Tennessee at 6. I had what I have at 7. I know I had Auburn at 8. And I think I had Alabama at 9. I can't remember what I had at 6 though. But I don't know. It is what it is. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen, man. Tell us what you think. You taking Indiana or are you taking the field? Are you taking Curt Cignetti or are you taking all the other coaches in college football? Let us know what you think, man, in the chat, in the comments. If you're watching us on the rewatch, in the chat, if you're watching us live, let us know, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 51 minutes after the hour, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap this thing up for Thursday, the 30th, man, and get you ready and get you set for the rest of your day. Here, on the pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all so much. Good morning to you all. Beast mode. Let's play some beast mode. I like beast mode. Let's play some beast mode. Let's go, man.
Yeah. Look. It's one of them. Talk to him. Yeah. I've been quiet. Yeah. Look, it's one of them. Talk to him. I've been quiet. I've been building in the silence, though. Yeah. Late nights, early mornings where the mileage grow. Pressure make diamonds. I just let the time define me. Facts. Others looking past me, now they looking, trying to find me. Where you at? I was down bad, had to reroute the vision. Now I'm seeing clearer, every move got precision. Clean. Had to cut the noise just to hear my intuition. Listen. Now I speak life every time I'm spitting these writtens. Talk to him. Mama said be patient, God got a plan. Amen. So I stay 10 toes, never folded my hand. Never. They was playing checkers, I was moving like chess. Now I'm 3 steps ahead, they still stuck on the stress. Yeah. I feel it now. Feel it. Something shifting. Pressure turning into power. I've been leveling up, I can't stay where I was. Had to bet on myself, I ain't waiting on love. They was doubting the vision, now they see what it does. I was planting them seeds, now I'm growing the buzz. Every loss, every scar, yeah, it came with a lesson. I was down in the storm, still I counted my blessings. Now I move with a purpose, every step is progression. Progress, I don't talk about it, I just show the direction. Let's go, 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 go. Beast mode, yeah, I flip that switch quick. Came from the mud, now I'm talking big business. Vision too strong, I don't deal with the limits. If I said it, then I'm in it, I'ma finish. I'ma finish, see the grind, they just see the results. They ain't feel the pressure, they just sit in your applause. I was in the dark, had to learn how to spark now.
The biggest stories in sports deserve bigger conversations. Join us every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Around the Cooler on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Bold opinions, heated debates, and unfiltered sports talk. It all happens around the cooler, where we talk that score.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
Friday night, Country Road 69. Friday sunset, keys on the table. Mama said, boy, don't stay out too late though. Took a left turn off that old state line, headed to a party just 20 minutes down the drive. Got my boots on the dash, window crack, George Strait singing through the radio static. Thought I'd be there by 8:45, but time moves different on County Road 69. Yeah, that road got stories. Every mile got a name. You can leave looking for one thing and never leave the same. Front porch lights and a couple old souls waving me down while they're rocking real slow. Miss Betty said, boy, where you been all this time? Hey, where you been? I sat there laughing, drinking sweet tea and wine. One wrong turn on the right place at the right time. Right place, right time. Might change your whole damn life overnight. Yeah, the world gets wild past the county line. You never know what you'll find on County Road 69. County Road 69. County Road 69.
You're now listening to the Pregame Playlist.
Back road dreams.
Back road dreams.
Dirt road running, yeah, the tires still spinning. Mama in the kitchen said, boy, go get it. Had a big dream sitting way past the limit. Small town vision, but I knew I was different. Screen door slamming, had the radio loud. Talking to the stars like I'm leaving this town. Didn't have a lot, but I had that sound. Turn pain into gold, turn loss into crown. Late nights plotting with a notebook dream. While the whole world slept, I was up, still steaming. Felt that fire, couldn't fight that feeling. Back road boy, but I knew I was leaving.
I'm leaving. We were chasing them back road dreams. Windows down with a tank on me. Praying one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel roads to them bright lights. Tears we cried in them long nights.
God had a plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Now it's go time, yeah, the boy done leveled up. Same dirt road roots, I just never gave it up. Never same old pain, but I turned it into books. In the bank, small town, now they screaming I'm the one. Remember cold nights, I was sleeping on a vision. Cold, now I'm wide awake, living everything I'm giving. Took a lot of losses just to see a couple wins. Now I'm riding clean, but I came up out the mud. They ain't see it then, now they all want a witness. Back row soul with a big time image. Still that kid with a dream and ambition. Now I'm standing in the life that I envisioned. I made it.
We were chasing them back road dreams. Windows down with a tank on me. Praying one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel roads to them bright lights. Tears be crying in them long nights.
God had a plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Y'all already know what time it is. Yo, locked in. With the pregame playlist. Good morning. Your sports. Your playlist.
Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, man. We appreciate y'all so much. We have come to the end of another pregame playlist here on Thursday, July 30th, man. Tomorrow is the last day of July. Tomorrow is 31st, Friday. And it will be the beginning of the weekend. Bubba, what you got planned for the rest of the day, my guy?
Nothing much, man.
That's what it is, man. Those are the best days. You don't have anything else to do. You just kind of sit, chill, with your thoughts. Just have a great day, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. We will be right back here tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time with the pregame playlist. More topics to talk about, more conversations to have, another flag on the play to give out to somebody that does something crazy. Don't get stuck in a porta potty. That's what we want to tell y'all. Don't do that. The Mountain Dew, the Coca-Colas, the Sprites, they're not worth the doo-doo.
Just go steal it from a gas station.
I don't condone stealing.
I used to work at a gas station. I guarantee you that cashier don't care.
Okay, all right. You heard it from both. It is. But nah, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Please hit the subscribe button here on Water Cooler Talk Sports and here on the pregame playlist. Like this video. If you have not, man, go check out Around the Cooler, man. Last night we had a great conversation on Around the Cooler. So go check out that show, man. It is a great show. That show is on Monday and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Around the Cooler, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for doing that as well, man. So shout out to you all, man. Shout out to everybody that watches us live. We don't have a lot of people watching us live right now, and I'm telling you, and I'm claiming this, it will be a lot of people in here very, very soon. I'm claiming it. A lot of people gonna know about the pregame playlist and be watching us. And then, of course, we got people that watch us on the rewatch, man. But I enjoy doing this. I love it. I think this is a dope concept. I'm gonna keep saying that, and hopefully, I'm not even hopefully claiming it. Other people will see it and they will think the same thing as well. And we're gonna become a part of a lot of people's morning routines with the pregame playlist. Water Cooler Talk Sports is going somewhere. I just feel it in my bones. But we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. Y'all know what it is, man. Before we get out of here, I always like to leave with a quote of the day. Something you can just meditate on, something that you can, kind of just think about, as your day goes on. And today's quote comes from Mahatma Gandhi. Everybody just knows him as Gandhi because they don't just know him by his last name. But Gandhi said this. He had this quote, and I was reading this earlier this morning when I woke up, and I said, I'm gonna say this. Gandhi's quote for today. This is the quote of the day for today. He said, "Learn as if you will live forever, but live like you will die tomorrow."
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have a great rest of your morning. You all have a good morning. Don't let them folks stress you out. Don't let them folks stress you out. Tell them Nick said, don't let them folks stress you out. And then go watch the interview of Michael Jackson saying the word doo-doo, because that is so funny, man. I like y'all need to go watch that, because hearing Michael Jackson say the word doo-doo is hilarious. But man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always, man, on the pregame playlist. You all have a good one, man. You all be easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay fresh, and make sure we will be back here tomorrow morning with another episode to get your weekend started with the pregame playlist. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all be easy. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay fresh. We'll see you next time. Peace.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.